Diminishing Returns. You can want something for someone else, but you can't really want something from someone else. Well, I mean, that's what we do all the time. Not that every human interaction is a transaction, but of course at some level it is. Can you truly want something for someone? Can you want it more for someone than they want it for themselves? Maybe they don't see it. What they could become, what they could have. I'm like that too. Aren't we all? My teacher says life wants more life. What does she really mean? To be in the city with designers and makers and go-getters and money shifters? Maybe farm living is the life for me. But there's a difference between being a farmer and being a farmhand. A farmer is an entrepreneur of manure, working in the elements from the soil up, the open sky. Do our habits become our realities? Am I more than the sum of my repeated actions? Am I limiting myself by what I do every day? Do I just do enough to get by? Do we all find ways to keep ourselves small, surrounding ourselves with mediocre friends in order to not look bad by comparison? I have no ambition. I guess I bought into the notion that wanting anything in the world is evil and against God and all of that crap. It's a hard feeling to shake. Because the habit of guilt clouds your eyes and then you get used to not doing anything. And the fire inside you is never anything more than a pilot light. Just enough to keep your blood warm enough to flow. It's a sad state of affairs. We cannot know the end of things, the end of days, the end of our days, or the grand purpose of life and civilization, but we know enough to know how to bring beauty and value into the world. And we have some feelings about what love is. Even if we spend most of our time making deals with ourselves and with others in order to find comfort in the endless, oncoming onslaught of uncertainty. In a strange way, it's not personal. We're all individual knots and locks and twists inside of a grand tapestry. At some point, our spools run out of thread, and a new length is tied on, and the weaving continues. What we do is play our part. Maybe being a shadow on the bark of a tree, or the glint of sunlight on the peak of a wave in a seascape. Pictures forming and dissolving. The air is full of colors, unfocused until they hit the lens of your eye and make an image on your retina. And so with sound, and with touch, and with taste, and with love itself, except that love could be generated and released and let go into the universe, and the most fun thing to do is let go of the straining string and to let it float away to where only your eyes can follow. Until you lose sight. And sometimes you have to let a person go in just the same way. Maybe wait until the wind is blowing in a good direction and you release them. Maybe you watch them drift and climb, or maybe you turn and walk away and say a silent prayer. It's hard to do for another what they will not do for themselves.